Guys, welcome back to my channel. I just want to do a super brief video. I'm hoping I can keep it under 10. If you're new here, my name is Tilly, by the way. Thank you guys for coming, stumbling across my video and choosing to watch it, innit? I don't talk like this, I promise you. I just wanted to do this video. Obviously, as you can tell from the title, it's about fear. Yeah. And I talk about this topic because I've had a lot of different fears. Some I've known about for a long time. Some of them I stumbled across when I was at uni. Some of them I stumbled across only in the last few years. So I just want to address them. I'm hoping that somebody who watches this video will understand where I'm coming from with some of the things that I'm going to be talking about. And if you've ever had any sort of fear and you stumbled across this video, or you're a subscriber of mine, honestly, I want you to share some of the things that you have been able to overcome, so other people, I don't know, I think it will encourage other people and it will give them hope regarding some of the things that they're dealing with. Okay, so some of the fears that I've dealt with in the past have been like fear of heights, fear of like really tall glass buildings, okay, fear of I want to say, is it apartments or like any building, basically tall buildings. I've always been scared of, falling down over them then hurting myself. I've been fearful of, when somebody drives and they speed so much, that makes me nervous. I swear down. I want to mention also a fear of embarrassment, fear of failing an exam, even though I have failed a few exams, but I hate that thing. But yeah, without going too much into my personal fears, I just want to go straight into it. Another fear that I forgot to mention is fear of dating. That was a serious one, I swear. I'm not meant to be swearing, but fear of dating. Okay, so for a long time, with dating particularly, I did not want to date. I couldn't be asked to date. I didn't care about dating. I didn't know about dating. Nobody really spoke to me about it properly, and I didn't even realize that there was going to be a time where I would have to date. And when it was getting closer to the time, or when I started feeling the pressure to start, thinking and considering dating and settling down and all of that stuff, I've realized that I had a genuine fear of, I don't want to say commitment. I assumed that as soon as I entered a relationship, it would turn into marriage, and then I would be stuck or trapped in that union or in that commitment, and I will be forced to become a wife, a parent, and be in a space where I have to, I want to say, be ruled by a man, which is like a bad thing really, but the way I processed marriage back in the day, before I was a Christian, I just thought, I don't want this, submission thing, this, I don't know, this micromanagement behavior, management, like accountability and all of that. I didn't want to get into it. So for a long time, I never really dated anybody. And even when I was dating, I was scared of the intimacy. I was scared of the commitment. I was scared of them having to meet somebody's needs, and I didn't want anyone to depend on me. And I'm saying this right now and it sounds so light, it sounds like nothing really important here. I'm saying it, and it sounds like a super trivial thing, but honestly, the war was just happening in my mind, and I literally could not get over the fear of just getting into a relationship. Okay, I mean, since then I've still encountered fear here and there with dating new people, or going into a new relationship, and that has just been a super painful ordeal. But I think I am over the fear. Actually, I want to say I am over that fear. I'm not scared of going into a relationship right now. I just don't date for wrong reasons, or I just don't want to date because I'm just there and I want to date. I mean? I need to date purposefully and with the intention of marriage. Like I've said on my channel, the goal for dating to me right now is for marriage, and I believe that should be the goal of every Christian. Okay, so yeah, I think another fear that I've had for a long time is stage fright. I'm usually very good at public speaking. That one I have no problem with, but the one I've got a problem with is that if I have to perform, if I have to sing, if I have to dance in public, if I have to do something that does not involve speaking, honestly, like, ooh, the nerves, okay? If you're a singer, you will know exactly what I mean. If you're like, I don't know, anybody who just, if you're a dancer, I think that you get that as well. If you're an actor too, I believe you get those kinds of emotions, but like those kinds of fears, like, ooh. And I'm not gonna lie, some of the things that I've resorted to in the past is just saying, Holy Spirit, help me, okay? God, help me, I need help, all right? Or sometimes I just go over that scripture or just rehash it or rehearse it. For God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of love, of power, and sound mind. I've actually got a video on it. I'm going to stick it below so you can watch that video. But mainly, my goal has been in the past few years to do anything that I'm afraid of, and not just do it one time, do it continuously until I get over that fear, yeah? Because I hate being ruled by something, especially if it's not a physical thing that I can see. Not that I prefer to be ruled by a physical thing, but if it's like a spiritual or emotional or something that's just like internal or inside my mind, I'm just like, listen, mate, I can't even see you. You're trying to intimidate me. I do not like that. So yeah, usually I try not to have it in it. So yeah, so I'm just gonna go through some of the things that I was fearful of, and I'll tell you some of the quotes that I live by now to help me, besides the scripture that I just mentioned to you before. So some of the fears that I mentioned were fear of tall buildings, fear of heights in general, fear of glass buildings, fear of rides, okay, fear of failure, fear of doing something in public or any sort of public performance, fear of dating, which I'm over, thank God, fear of failing an exam. I think I'm over it, I'm getting over that. I still hate it when I fail an exam, to be honest with you. Fear of embarrassment, fear of falling down the stairs, yeah, in public, honestly, like, yeah, and yeah. I think that's it for now. I don't want to go through too many things so people are here be like, oh, these are your fears, yeah? So I don't want to go through that. But some of the quotes that I've been living by is these quotes that I'm going to mention to you. I will try and stick some of them in my, description thing below as well. One of them is that fears are stories we tell ourselves. I don't know who came up with that quote, but I can't say to you enough how much that statement is so true. Another one is feed your faith and your fears will starve to death. Whew. Listen, that one is just like, okay, that is like a serious one. I firmly believe in that statement, and every now and then I'm just like, yeah, feed your faith and your fears will die, okay? Will starve to death, sorry. Another one is fear is a dark room where negatives develop, and it was by somebody called Usman Asif. I might be butchering that name, but yeah, don't judge me, okay? I actually just found that quote just before I did this video. It's a super good one. It's like a dark room where negatives develop, like the more you think about fear, yeah, the more you imagine like the worst things that could happen to you. Another one is fear is the thief of dreams, again by that one is by Brian Kranz, I think. And another one is do the thing you fear and the death of fear is certain. Woo! When I started dating, yeah, I got over the fear quick, yeah, which was bad, yeah, because obviously it led me down like a rabbit hole. Yeah, we're not gonna go into that. Another one is without fear, there can be no courage. Again, I'll stick who the author of that. Okay, so another one is by Will Smith. I think he said it in After Earth, that movie. I think he said in that one. He said, fear is not real. The only place that fear can exist is in our thoughts of the future. It is a product of our imagination causing us to fear things that do not exist at present, or may not ever exist. And that is near insanity. Do not misunderstand what he's saying, basically. He said, do not misunderstand me. Danger is very real, but fear is a choice. And I promise you, I cannot tell you enough. Saying this to you now, I'm even aware of some of the things that I'm still scared of now, like standing in a clear elevator and just looking down, like all the way down. That scares me to crap. I have no idea why, but I always feel like I'm gonna fall, and it's like, ugh, it just goes, I don't like that feeling. Saying that, like, I have chosen to keep that fear, and I need to get rid of it like ASAP, okay? So what I've been doing in the past few weeks is literally just going up like tall buildings and apartments and trying to stand close to the window, looking down and not you know, holding my composure and just looking around, try and get over the fear slowly. And I think gradually now I'm able to go towards the windows with clear glasses rather than stand so far away and be like, oh, you put that thing over there for me, or you know, sort that thing up near the window for me. Like, I'm really trying to work on it, because fear is honestly not from God. It's like super, like, it's evil. Let's just say, let's just call it what it is. Another one that I think is probably gonna be my final one, is from Marcus Aurelius. It says, it's not death that a man should fear, but he should fear beginning to live. I promise you, I had a difficult time with just dating. And again, I'm gonna come back to that example, because it was one thing that I genuinely could not get over. And because of the commitment and the intensity of relationship, I genuinely developed a fear for it, and I'm so glad I'm over it. But one thing, the reason this quote is relevant to me, or important I should say, really, is that once I got over the fear of that, I began to live. And I say this now, really aware of the things, the patterns, and I would literally avoid guys. It's so funny. And I remember some guy told me one time, he's like, you're so careful, you're too careful that you're failing to live, but you can't avoid the mistakes that you're supposed to make in life if you keep running away from making mistakes or going into situations that will require you to get over your fear. And I was like, rah, this guy, he literally just dissected me. Like, I'm not gonna mention his name over here, honestly. Like, I was just like, rah, that is such a deep analysis and breakdown of it was, I should say, at the time. And anytime I think about it, I'm just like, that was like a sweet revelation, yeah, to him. And I'm glad he told me, because it made me aware of myself. And I picked up the message as soon as he said it, and I was like, rah, this is my truth, and I need to, you know, come out of that space where I can actually start living, because fear was crippling me, and I was not engaging in anything literally other than staying at home, sitting in front of my mirror and trying to do my makeup just so I can stay out of trouble, stay away from boys, you know, the little demons. Yeah, demons at uni, I want to say, and troublemakers in general. Like, I don't want to get caught up in any hype and I don't know, all of that stuff. I just did not want that wahala, okay, or trouble, okay? So yeah, that's why this quote is relevant. So if you want to start living, honestly, shake off your fears, gather some courage, be bold, be audacious, just step out, you know, jump. Steve Harvey says jump, and just like try and do something that you're afraid to do, because it's at the end of that comfort zone, that's when you're going to start actually seeing the things that you truly want to see or truly desire in life. So start living, begin to live by getting rid of your fears, and just be like strong and be spontaneous. Just go with the flow, don't be fearful, okay, and be courageous. So as always, I hope this video was useful to you. I'm gonna cut it short here, and I will catch you in my next one as always, okay? Bye guys.